Welcome back, guys, to Gabrielle's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you all how I make my delicious carne asada loaded potato. These potatoes were so delicious. You guys want to make this recipe. I'm going to start by adding oil and salt to my raw potato, and I'm going to poke it with holes using a fork or a knife, whichever is better for you. And I'm just going to roll it in my foil, and I'm just going to continue with the rest of my potatoes. And I made about 10 loaded potatoes, so I'm just going to do the same, poke holes in the potato so that it cooks better. And I'm just going to rub it with oil and salt, and I'm going to place all of my potatoes in my pan, and I'm going to let this until they are nice and soft on 380 degrees or 400 degrees. Now I'm going to start on my meat. I'm going to drizzle olive oil, about 2 to 3 tablespoons, and I'm going to add my seasonings that I always put on my carne asada. And I'm also going to add minced garlic or chopped garlic, cilantro, and I like to sometimes add jalapeno. You guys can add jalapeno if you want to, but it is optional. And I'm also going to add some lime juice, and I'm just going to mix everything together until it's well combined and the seasoning is touching all of the meat. And I'm going to add some more olive oil and place it in the fridge to rest for about an hour or two. And overnight is the best flavor. It gives you the best flavor, but you'll still have good flavor. So while our meat is resting in the fridge, I'm going to start on the potato. I'm just going to slice it down the middle, and as you can see, it's nice and soft. And I'm just going to remove the filling or the potato carefully from around the skin. And you want to keep your potato whole, just like this. And you just want to take your time and remove the potato out of there. Once we have all of our potatoes filling inside of the bowl, I'm going to add a block of cream cheese, and I will have all the ingredients listed down below. I'm going to add some sour cream and some mozzarella cheese, along with some butter and some salt and black pepper. And you want to cut your butter and cream cheese into pieces, just like I did, so that it's easier for you to mix. And I will also be using my handheld mixer, so it'll be easier for the handheld mixer to mix, or you can use your stand mixer. But for this recipe, I will be using my handheld mixer. And if you guys are interested, this mixer is linked on my Amazon storefront, and you can find so much other things on my storefront, and it's linked on my channel. But we're just going to mix our potatoes until we have a nice creamy texture. As you can see, that's what we're aiming for. We're going to mix all of our potatoes, and we're going to go in. At this point, we're going to taste our potatoes, and I tasted my potatoes and I needed some more salt and butter. As you can see, I added that in there, and then I'm just going to give it another mix with my handheld mixer. And then I'm just going to mix it around with my spoon. And as you can see, this is the consistency that I wanted to achieve for my loaded potatoes. Now that we're all done mixing our potato filling, I'm going to add the filling inside of our potatoes. And you just want to fill them up until they're nice and loaded. And I just made sure that there was enough filling for every potato, while also making sure the potato was full. And it was definitely enough. I'm going to top this off with some mozzarella cheese. And while I finished the remaining potatoes, I went ahead and cooked the carne asada. I just added my olive oil, and I'm going to add in my meat into my pan over medium heat. I'm just going to mix, and your carne asada, it will make its own juices, which is perfectly fine. And your house will smell so delicious and flavorful. You're gonna wanna not wait until the potato is done. Just look at this, but the liquid will eventually evaporate the longer you cook it. So once my meat is done, I'm just going to transfer it into my bowl. And at this point, It smells so delicious. You're literally not gonna want to wait, but we have to wait. So I'm just going to top my potatoes off with the meat, and we're going to top it off with some mozzarella cheese or any cheese you guys have. You can use Kobe Jack cheese, Oaxaca cheese, just anything. Chihuahua cheese, which is my favorite. Mexican melting cheese, I use that a lot. I get it from my local Mexican store. But we're going to place them in the oven on 300 or until the cheese has completely melted. And I'm just going to top my carne asada loaded potatoes with pico de gallo, and it's homemade. If you guys are interested in my homemade pico de gallo, the recipe is on my channel, and also my salsa verde. I'm just going to top it off with some guacamole. Make sure you guys subscribe. See you in the next one. Adios.